everybody. It's Gwen with CraftyLadyDesigns.com, and we're here on Tuesday for a Ustream program, and I hope it goes well. We had some problems last week. Uh, we're going to make a folio today, and I have named it 4 for folio because it opens up in fours. Everybody has done these. I've done them a long time ago. Recently, I think Jerry Ann did one. I know Jim has done, and on and on and on. Everybody, Kathy, Catherine, etc. I haven't made one for a while, and I did, I think, make one of Jim's patterns a long time ago. But this is what we're making today. Now, believe it or not, in my opinion, I'm going to bring this out just a little bit. I just don't think it lended itself. Lended, is that proper? I don't think it lent itself to a lot of flowers, and quite frankly, that is more than I can deal with. But I used the old Curio Shop pattern or paper, Graphic 45's paper, and I'll go all through this. But before I get started on this, I want to go through some other things. Did you find, PM, did you find the cutting guide for this? Okay. But before we go and get started on this, and we may take 2 classes on this, I'm not sure. So I want to go through, I just briefly finished up what we did last week. This was the little tag book that we made. And the only thing I really kind of finished up, I put ribbons in the tags, like we did, but I didn't do anything to them. And I finished up this little fat tag that goes behind the little chicken. And I put a grommet in there, a large grommet in there, and some twine. I've got another little tag back here that just came in the collection and just stuck it back. And I just stuck some little tags throughout, and that's kind of all I did. And this was a little envelope with a little tag. This, where did I have this? Oh, I had this in the front. So that's kind of all I did, and that's really all that we had to finish up, or whatever you quite frankly wanted to do. So that is finished. Okay, I made something here. In fact, I almost did this for today. We might do another one on it. This is a background that I made. It's very simple. And we may do this, and you may have already done it. This is nothing new as well. Oh, thank you, PM. I love that the tag album. And there were several that made them, and they were really, really pretty. So this is the tag that I made out of this background. And I think it's come out real nice. The background is manila paper, manila folders, quite frankly. It's file folders, manila file folders. You glue it down, and you take tissue paper and you put all over the wet glue, and you scrunch it up and you let it dry. And after it dries, I sprayed this with Prima's new spray, the tea spray, which I'm just about out of, Carol. I love it. I just love it. And I do like those spray. Now, I like Lindy Stamp Gangs as well. But hi, Eileen and Mitz. Hello. Thanks for coming. And it does. It makes, Heather, it makes a gorgeous, and see, it's shiny. See? Now, when I cut off a tag size, and I cut out 2 because I put 1 on the back. Then I took more of the spray, the Prima spray, and sprayed it. And then I took Vintage Photo. I took a green, I forget the name of the green, and blue, and I started the inks, the distressed inks, and inked all the way around. This plate, it was in my stash. I don't know where I got it. I really, really like it, but it had the green. It tied in the green. And this is just a ribbon that's a burlap ribbon. This is a rose. It's a I Am Rose's rose that I sprayed with that spray as well, but I kept spraying it and making it darker and darker. You can see it. And then, of course, leaves and some little baby roses in the stymon. Okay. So we may do that again, but as I say, to go through this is so easy. It makes such a pretty card. So we may do this do the whole process for those. Now I did this years and years ago, but I had forgotten about it, and I wanted something different for a background. So consequently, I made that. Now I have one more thing to show you that we're going to do, and there again, I almost did that today. I made this album. Uh, and this paper is an old paper, and Ashley knows this paper well. This is an old paper that has been discontinued. I forget the name, quite frankly. It's not a graphic 45, and it doesn't come to me. Um, Here's the back, the front, of course. Here's the inside. These are paper bags. This is a paper bag album done a little differently. However, this is a Ritz cracker box. And I want to do this. I just didn't want to do another album today. Well, we're doing one kind of, but we've done so many, or I've done so many. Hi, Amanda. Hi, honey. How are you? So it's the Ritz cracker box, and then of course you cut part of it off, and let's see if you put that on there. And it makes the softest, nicest cover. Now it's, flexible. Of course, this is the spine, and the spine is the back of the box. Cover it, etc. But the paper bag, this comes out. This comes out, and there again, paper bag albums have been done. This is just a little decoration. I made these. I want to make these and show you how I make them. So we'll do this another time. This is the back for each page. Virtually is the same. You have the pocket with the photo mat. You have the tag that comes out, and you could put all kinds of things in here. And then you have the two photo mats on the back. They're virtually all the same. Love this paper. I bought all I could find when it went belly up, as they say. So I wanted to show you those things that we might do later on, the different background, the Ritz Cracker album, and you don't get bigger. Well, I'll have to send you one, Morgan Ann. We eat a ton of Ritz Crackers, Ronnie and I. We really do. We snack on them with cheese, and and I'll tell you, after you get it, of course I covered it on both sides. It just feels real good, and it's sturdy. And I want to tell you, I do not have any cracked papers. That's interesting as well. Does not crack, or has it? I'll put it that way. Okay, those are kind of my reviews on things that I'm thinking about doing. I'm trying to read a little of the chat as well. Yeah, Nifty Red Scrubber. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's good. Well, and I'll tell you, they're sturdy boxes. This is the part that I cut off, just the top, because I made it the long. The paper bags, Barry and Carol have the paper bags, I think, that size. I'll have to measure that. I'm not real. I know they carry them, quite frankly, but I don't know exactly what that size was. Okay, we're going to get down to what we're going to do. Now, as I say, this is nothing new. This is not virtually my idea, other than it's a little different take, I think, on some. Hi, Missy. Oh, missed the preview. I'll go back over some. We have time. We'll have, we have the recollections. Yeah, and I don't know what size. Those are a little larger. I have a smaller set as well. I forget the size of those. I can measure them. Hi, Ashley. Is Ashley here? There she is. Hi, sweetheart. You missed. Oh, she had a doctor's appointment. Oh, you're going to a doctor's appointment. Oh, okay. Hope all's well. Okay, this is my take on the four for Folio. The Curio Shop is what I use. I have tons of this left, but I love this paper, and I do believe Barry and Carol still have. Carol, do you still have this paper? I think you do. This is a, a piece that I cut out. I mounted it on chipboard. I mounted it up like I do. Here is some gears. This is a Graphic 45 key uh, hole plate with one of their large buttons that they no longer make. I secured this with a hair clasp. If you hear that in the background, that is my dog. That is Molly trying to get in, and I've shut the door and locked him out, and he's not happy. Hair ponytail secured with a Tim Holtz whatever, and then I'll show you where and how you do that. Open it up. Here is the first page. These are pockets, and I just dropped. Oh. Here are two pockets, side pockets. I've cut a couple tags, and these are cut aparts out of the paper. Now we're not using this paper today. No, we're not using this paper. But these are cut aparts out of the paper collection. This is just a tag I made out of manila paper, cardstock, and you just put them in there. These are two little chipboard pieces that fit in there. That's the first page. This is the center page. This is a waterfall. This is not new either, but this is there again a cut apart that I mounted on a piece of chipboard that I mounted on with the foam, and then this is just a little one of the chipboard tags. Now this waterfall, I used the craft paper to do the base. Then I used colored paper. I used three colors: black, rust, and cream, to tie in the colors of the paper. And so I've got two of each. And then they just open up. Now I didn't cover this back. You can with paper. And these are photo mats. You could put a photo here. This is just a cardboard. I mean, no, this was the butterflies was part of the collection as well. And I cut them out and put them on chipboard. Open it up, and this is the third page. Now this is three pockets with I cut the pockets out of the colored paper, the three colors, rust, black, and cream, and then I covered them with pattern paper. This one is sealed at the bottom, and this one, they're each different sizes, and I have the cutting guide on that. And then I just took cut aparts. That's a cut apart. I matted it on black to have just a little black frame. These are tags that I made and put on chipboard out of the collection. I love this collection as well, one of my favorites. And the back page is just covered. You could do whatever you wish. You could put a large picture, a large journaling page, or you could break it up and put embellishments on it. Do whatever you want to do. This folds in. You can't put any embellishments on because it won't fold. And you've got to be real careful on how much embellishing you do so it will fold up. Like you couldn't put a big array of flowers and whatever. This folds up. This folds up. This folds on the top. And then you take your ponytail and secure it. You could do it. You could secure them other ways. I don't know. I just kind of thought of that. And this has to be put on. I think it's which one is. I have to see which one it is. It's on the second one. When you cut it, yeah, here it is. When you cut your holes for your elastic, they have to be on the second one, and it's hidden underneath the waterfall. And then, you put your little Timmy thing there, and it secures it very nicely. Um, This is paper. The hinge. Oh, this is paper. Uh, yeah, Jenny, you can. I mean, it's not covered up a lot. Oh, I love it. These hinges are just cardstock. And I want to tell you, I have messed and messed and messed with this and opened and shut and opened and shut. I made this yesterday, but knock on wood, they have survived. Um, I suppose this is where maybe Tyvek layered in between would help and keep from tearing. It just depends on how much wear and tear it's going to get. Hi, Miss Pris. Hi, Miss Pris. Uh, you could take a piece of cardstock, Tyvek piece of card, because you want to cover it up. Tyvek is so light and whatever. Other than you would have two pieces of cardstock. Uh, Now you might be able to use that new material, and oh, please forgive me, Carol, I forget the name of it. For your hinges that doesn't tear. The new oh, what is it? Help me, somebody help me. I forget what it's called. Uh, oh, yeah, Curiosity Shop. It's not available. Oh, I thought it was. I'm sorry. Well, I've got a lot to use up. Well, we're not using it today. So we're using steampunk today. We haven't used enough of steampunk. We're going to use it again. And I think you do have that. Um, Hi. Oh, Ashley, honey, I'm sorry you have to go. Hi, Eileen. Okay, so let's get started. And here it is. As I say, this folds up, this folds up, this folds up, and this. Okay, put it up there for right now. Now, the cutting guide is on my blog, Gwen Castile, or my Facebook. And I also put it on Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo Craft. Already, there's a couple mistakes. They're no big deals. If if you've already, but I don't know that you've. Uh, when you go on Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo Craft, it's right now the first display, and you have to open it up. I did not post a picture of it. I didn't have one. I had to do a little bit more embellishing on it because someone emailed me and wanted a picture. I will put one up. Yeah, Tyvek is thinner. Oh, Craft Text. Oh, okay. Well, the only thing is, Miss Press, if you do use the Tyvek, you got to cover it up because you'd be able to see it, and you don't want to see it. I don't know. I So far, as I say, they've been pretty durable, and it's craft paper, cardstock, and it's not heavy, but so far they've been pretty good. I'm calling it 4 for a folio. Now, the cutting guide and supplies that you're going to need. You're going to need 4 pieces. And Margaret Ann, did you find this? It's not steampunk spell. Well, for God's sake. Well, I'm sorry. I've got a ton of it to use too. I'm sorry. Well, I'm going to have to go through the store before I start. Well, I've already, okay, good. Okay, the cutting guide, you're going to need medium chipboard. I think it's 0.04 or something. Medium chipboard, not the kind you can cut with scissors. This you have to cut with a cutter or whatever. I've got one of those big Rollo cutters, but I also use my craft knife because craft knife, they're not good to cut small, narrow strips. You're going to need 4 pieces of medium chipboard cut at 6 by 9. 6 by 9. 4 of them. You're going to need 3 pieces of construction strips are 3 pieces. They're 9 inches long. You're going to need, now this is where the mistake is. 2 of them are going to be cut 9 inches long and 2.5 inches wide. One of them is going to be cut 9 inches long and 2.25 inches wide. And there's a reason for that. And then I'll show you back on the book. They're all 3 9 inches long. 2 of them are 2.5. wide, and one of them's 2 1/4 wide. The waterfall, and how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 here, and I think there's only 5 in the book, but you could put 6. If I did 5. I've cut 6 today. Let's see. No, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, there's 6. I apologize. There's 6 because I have 2 sets of colors. So they are cut at 6 by 5 1/2. And when we get to that, they're scored at 1/2 inch. And I'll show you when we get to that. Oh, 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 oh. Well, it's okay. I thought I dropped my project. Then you're going to need 6 pieces of pattern paper to put on here, and you're just going to put it across the top. And that is cut 6 pieces of pattern paper cut at 5 inches by 5 1/2. I'm reading a minute. Okay, and then we're going to do the pockets. Now, the cutting guide for the pocket, there are 3 pockets. There are 3 pockets. 1, 2, 3. The first pocket, which is the large one down here, is 5 1/2 by 6 3/4. I want to see if I pull it at the bottom. 5 1/4. 5 1/2. Yeah. Okay. 5 1/2 by 6 3/4. You're going to score this 1/2 inch on 3 sides. The second pocket is 1 3/4 by 6 3/4. You're going to score this 1/2 inch on either side because this is going to slide down in. It's only 1 and oh, I'm sorry. Maybe that's I did that wrong. See, mistake. The second pocket is 6 3/4 wide and 2 2/3. 2 2/3 deep because it's a short pocket. This does not go all the way at the bottom. It just slides down in there. And then the little one at the top is 1 3/4 deep and 6 3/4 wide. Now these 2 top pockets, you just score 1/2 inch on either side. The bottom one, we're going to score 1/2 inch on all 3 sides. And this second one just slips down in just to clear that. There's no use in wasting paper. You don't need all that. And then this top one will go all the way to the bottom. So you could put one of those great big jumbo tags. They all go to the bottom. That goes to the bottom. And this one, of course, goes to the bottom as well. I use tape simply because it's got the flange on it that I folded under. Okay. Where do I find the recording? Well, you missed it, Miss Prentice. I accidentally blew away all the recordings of my projects. Not scrap-a-dab-a-doos, but I did mine. That's a long story. I was trying to delete one of them that I had made a mistake, and I ended up deleting them all. So anyway, I'm sorry. I don't have, but I'm going to save this one. We'll have this one, and you can go back. Okay. Now, let's see. The side pockets, the little black side pockets up front, these little pockets here, these little pockets, they're, you make 2 of those at 3 3/4 and 4 3/4. And then I used a 1 inch punch to punch the little thumb hole. And these are just tags that we'll go through that when we start embellishing. I want to get the book at least together today. And those fit sideways. So you pull those out from the side. Now you're going to cover, you need 4 pieces of You need 4 pieces of pattern paper. And I didn't, let's see, construction strips, pattern paper. Yes, you need 4 pieces of pattern paper, 6 by 9, and they cover the inside. 6 by 9, 6 by 9, 6 by 9, 6 by 9. You do that first before you start embellishing. Now, the papers on the back, you need to measure. This is the front, and I just ran it up to the binding. There's binding on both sides of the second one, and I just put the pattern paper in between the binding. The same way with this. No, this is the front. I'm sorry. This is the same thing. This is the back. This is the back, and I just ran it up to the binding. This is a center page, and I just did it in between the binding, and this is the front. This is the front, and I ran it up to the binding, but I took a strip of decorative paper and ran down the side, and then add the embellishments. And there again, this didn't, in my opinion, didn't call for flowers. You can embellish this. You shouldn't the back. You shouldn't, because you can see this is spread a little when you start putting in the waterfalls and the pockets and whatever. And it's not too bad. It closes nicely, but you couldn't, like some of our minis start spreading and whatever, you couldn't really do this with this. So are there any questions? I know, Missy. Oh, I was so upset. I called Ashley to see if I could get them back. PM, my days of sewing paper are over. I tried to use it on Ashley's album. Oh, oh yeah, I was very, and well, I thought, so sometimes there's things that allow you to have an opportunity if you have deleted something to bring it back. I searched everywhere. Then I called Ashley. No. Now the ones on on Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo, they're fine. I had trouble last week recording. The recording kept stopping. There's 2 or 3. There's just a couple 3 minutes long. But then there's a 2 that's long and goes through the process. But anyway, so let's get started. If you don't have any questions, I like it. It feels good. It's the weight, and it just feels real good. I'm going to put it up here. And Margaret Ann, on the construction strips, you need 2 at 2.5 by 9 and 1 at 2 1/4 by 9, and we'll go through that, and I'll show you here why. In fact, that's virtually what we're going to start with. We're going to start putting our 4 pieces together. You are going to, I don't know if I can do it with this one or not. Okay. You're going to score your construction strips. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Okay, you're going to score. Oh, I don't have a bulk. I do have a bulkhead, but okay, you're going to take your 2.5 by 9 strips, and you're going to score on either side at 1 inch. Turn it and score at 1. Ooh, that went out of track. That's okay. Can you see that? This is 2.5 inches wide. You're going to score 1 inch on both sides. You're going to have a 1/2 inch area in here, and that is the point. I'm going to try to erase that. I'm not going to show. It's going to be okay. But where is it? With these Teflon, and I know they have these Teflon, you can all but erase these mistakes. We need 2 of those. This is 2.5, and 2.5 wide. You're going to score it at 1 inch. I turn it and score it again at 1 inch. So we have 2 of those, 9 inches by 2.5 inches. Oops, 9 inches by 2.5 inches, scored at 1 inch on either side. This one is 9 inches, but it's 2 1/4 wide. You're going to score it as an inch at an inch as well on either side. But you're only going to have a 1/4 of an inch span, okay? And there is a reason. The reason being, oh God, I don't know. I can't. Oh, yeah, right there. The reason being, the one with the 1/4 inch is your last page. You can see that. You can see these are a 1/2 inch because this is the last page to fold. This is now doubled and plus embellishments. You need more room to fold this on top, so you needed the extra 1/4 of an inch, and the same with this. You needed the extra 1/4 of an inch for that to fold over flush to completely close it up, okay? Okay, got that? So this one is a 1/4 of an inch. Now, we are going to use, I kind of pre-fold these and burnish them. Now this is craft paper, and as I said, this is when you could use the craft text, is it? I'm sorry if I'm not, I do have some of that. And try it. And I don't know, the craft text, how do you adhere that? What's the best way to adhere that craft text? Does your score tape work well or not? I know you can, they say you can, I do have some. And Carol sent me some, and I haven't had an opportunity to use it. This might certainly be the place to use it. I keep cleaning it. Okay, so we're going to burnish these. Open them up. Now, you're going to add your score tape. This is, I'm going to use the 1/2 inch. It doesn't matter. I ended up yesterday opening up 3 new score tapes. 1 inch, 3/8, and a 1/4. I ran out of everything. Use the 1/2 inch. Now, this is just like a hinge. It is a hinge that we use on other things, other than it's wider and it has a, let's see, have I got, where I got one? Up to the fold. I don't know. I'm going to use the 3/8. I don't want to cover up the fold. I'm going to use the 1 inch on the outside. Now, I haven't cut out any of my, I cut out some basics, but I haven't cut out my pattern paper. And then we'll put the 3/8 on the inside. And you'll see, am I in frame? Bye, Kathleen. Oh, Kathleen has to leave. Bye, honey. Thanks for stopping by. Barry will probably be in a little bit. She's just probably getting up, feeding the birds. I've been really, really busy. Oh, and I hope things go well today because, Carol, I have my earrings on. I made it a point this morning after my coffee to put myself together and put on my earrings. I'm quite sure that was part of the problem last week. Hi, Patty. Hi, Patty. Thanks for coming by. How are you? Okay, we've got score tape on the construction strips. I'm going to do the 1/2 inch first. These are the binding strips. They're just like others that we do. Like when we do a hinge per se on a mini where you attach the spine, this is virtually the same thing. Now I'm gonna lay this down right at the fold. Give it a little breather. Put it down and stick it down. There it is, just like so. Now here we have this, so we're going to put the next page on this side. They're lined up and stick it down. And there is your first one. Then we're going to do the second one, the 1/2 inch in between. Hi, Dutch. How are you doing? Hi, Wendy. It's Wendy here. Hi, Wendy. How you doing? Dottie. Hi. Thanks for coming by. Okay, now we do the same thing. Line it up. Stick it down. We're going to do the other side. We're about to get our little pages. This really, basically, doesn't take that long. Okay, there are 3 of our pages. And we have one more. I got to get rid of this glue. Got some glue over here. Ooh. Glue that. Oh, I lost it. Okay, well, we're going to cover that. It'll be okay. Now, the last one that you put on is your 1/4 inch is the 1/4 inch gap opposed to the 1/2 inch. And this is your last page. Always remember that is your last page. I am trying to use up some of this paper. I have some. I remember the old curio shop. Well, I just bought and bought because I loved it so. I used so much of it. Okay, there again. Sorry, my arm is in the way. I'm sticking to this. Come on. Wait. There, here we go. No, 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 no. There we go. No. Oh, no. Well, that is crooked. Okay, I'll have to fix that. The a 1/4 inch cut is a little crooked. There. I think I fixed it. Oh, God. Boy, that doesn't look very good. I'm going to have to make that work. I cut it crooked. See, these you really don't. Okay, there we go. I cut it. I mean, I didn't cut it crooked. I scored it a little crooked. And that might weaken that integrity a little bit, but I can't help it. Okay, so there we go. This is crooked. There's your 1/4 inch, your 1/2 inch, and your 1/2 inch. And there is the way it looks on the back. Okay, I fixed it. I scored it crooked. I don't know how. I had it in there. I had it in there crooked. Any questions? Yeah, there are some minor adjustments to the guide. And we certainly will get them corrected as we go along, and then I'll repost them. Now, I am using, ooh, I'm going to unplug this. I don't know that I'm going to use this right today. I'm going to undo my glue gun. I don't think we're going to need this today right now. Okay. Now I'm going to cover these 4 pages, and these pages I covered edge to edge. They're 6 by 9, 6 by 9. So you need to choose some pattern paper, and I am using, and all 3 of them are in the sample. All 3 of them are different. They all correlate. They're all from certainly the same collection, but they're all different. So you do this first before you start adding your waterfall and your pockets. And I haven't picked any out yet. My friend Dutch and everybody. How many we got today? Cool. All right. And you know, I apologize. They're out of this paper. I love this paper. Love, love, love. What am I going to use? What am I going to use? Oh, I use this. I want one different on each page. I'm going to use the back of this. I love, you wait till Halloween. I absolutely, positively love Halloween. I think I know what we're going to do. Oh, I may use that for the front. I don't like that one. They throw these blues in here, and I never know when to tie in the blue. I could tie it in with that. It's really not one of my favorites, but I could try it in with that. Okay. Now, all of these pages are 6 by 9. We're going to cover them edge to edge. I have marked my dimensions. You can see it. Okay. So, let's, and see how nicely that folds up. Let's cut our papers. Okay. This is 6. Oh, I did forget to show you one thing. This, real quick. When I did the little show and tell, this is another little tag that I made, and we may do, all of this is, and I don't know if any of you has worked with beeswax. This is not put in the heater or whatever. This is beeswax I sprinkled on, used my heat gun or my little iron, and melted it all over some of these embellishments. And it gives a really, I did a, and I'll bring it out at Halloween. I did a great big Halloween tag with a skull and whatever, and I took the beeswax and melted it, and it ran down, and it's just really cool. So we might do something with that, but I was going to show you. I was piddling with it the other day. It's beeswax. Okay, 6. by 9. Any questions? Yeah, I do too, Margaret Ann. That, no, I don't want to cut, well, I'm going to have to, let's see. I don't want to cut its top off. I'm going to cut it off here. And then I'm going to cut it off at 9. I did that tag with a skull and on and on and on, and it was so cool. I'm going to cut this at 9. Now I don't want to do this. Cut it at 6, 6 by 9. The fronts are cut whatever the dimensions are in between your construction strips. Any questions? Gwen, Kim, and Wendy, watch out, folks. What? What's wrong? Me think I agree with Wendy. I think she's gonna go nuts with Gwen during Halloween. Oh, I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays. It just really is. I've got 2 or 3 things we might do. I've got a banner that I made. I've got a lot of Halloween tags. I made a little haunted house. Was my design. It's very elementary, but it was my design. You know, I just love Halloween. I like all the holidays, quite frankly. Christmas is special. It is my birthday. That's why we have this event every year, to celebrate my birthday. Maria, is your birthday on Christmas too? Oh, isn't that wonderful? Is it? Well, hello, hello. When I was a little bitty girl, I thought that's why they had that occasion every year and all the goings on. And then all of a sudden, I certainly found out it wasn't. Big, big shock. I'm going to use Vintage Photo because, as I've said many times, if I can find it, where is it? Oh, there it is. I think Vintage Photo absolutely lends itself very nicely to Graphic 45, and especially these papers, the steampunk and old curio and on and on and on. Not all of them, of course, but I really like this one. I'm going to do the edges, and I'll do the edges. I'm going to do the edges of everything. The chipboard, the binding strips, everything. Am I out of frame? Oh, Carol. Well, I am. I love it. Love it. Now, I don't like spiders. I like skulls and all kinds of things and creepy things to a point. I do not and will not add a spider, and I know some do. Well, a lot do, because that's part of it. I just can't deal with them. There's some cute little kids type ones that I could almost deal with. But. Okay. It's all over me. Okay, now I've got to decide where I'm going to put what. Putting these down, and there again, I just do it. You know, you should think about, I guess, how you want. I don't know. Maybe that's too much. Do that. I do like that. What do you think, girls? I don't want that. Okay, that's the way it's going to be. Oh, hello. We need 4. Okay, we need 4. Now let's use the back. Whoops. I don't want that one. Okay. There are 4. I'm sorry. My design, and I 6 by 9. The cutting guides are posted. However, there's already a couple of, and I didn't, quite frankly, I guess I did get all the, I think I did get all the cutting parts posted, I think. I'll have to check. That certainly will be updated and corrected. Okay, I'm going to put these down. I use a lot of score tape on this simply because this is going to be used a lot, probably. I just really am pleased the way, so far, knock on wood, the hinges have held up, because that other one I have really messed with. Score tape simply because of that, it just holds. I tried last night to break up my score tape like Ashley does with the, I can't do it. I just do it because it's the one, and I used to cut it. It's just, this is faster, and I am really, really bad about that. This is faster. I'm going to tape all these while we're here. Let's see, I'm going to use this one. Basically tape them. I got some tape to put in between. Any questions? We have a special project coming up, Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo. I think we're going to do a Ustream on it while the girls are at the soiree. I have received supplies, and that is just absolutely all I can say. It is going to be great fun. So we that are left behind, well, we could have gone as well, but we chose not to for various reasons. We'll have our little project to work on. And I think Barry has some other things in mind we might do, which will be fun. Well, let me see. Did I do this right? Ta-da. 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 I do plan on doing, I have a special Christmas album that I do to do that maybe around Christmas. It's kind of a big album. It is my favorite. Does any of you like, is there anything you want to do? Oh, we will. We'll record it, Miss. Hi, Janet. Hi, Jade Merrill. Hi, Barry. Did you finally get out of bed? I have been hooked up to this Barry for a long time because I got it started and I didn't want to shut it down. Uh, Barry has some other things we're going to do. Barry, I've received my box yesterday. Always see when you don't cut them or you don't break them off like the other girls do, then you got, or I do, I trim them up. You can fold that under as well. Miss Berry, Blueberry, or the birds. Little birds. My mother used to raise birds, parakeet or canaries. She would have little cheese cartons with cotton in them and whatever, and they would lay eggs, but they would never hatch. I was just a kid. And then she had a cockatoo when she passed away. She'd had it for years. And my sister took it. We were not real close, so I don't know what happened to the cockatoo. And she's gone now, so I don't know what happened to it. It's probably still here somewhere. Bye, Dutch. Thank you. Bye, honey. Thanks for coming by. Okay, we're ready to put these down. Now, I want to put this one here, that one there. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. This one here, here, and here. Yeah, okay, cool. Now, I'm putting tape in between these because I like the body of my things snug. I used to use liquid adhesive and really paint it on. It gets too wet and it warps, etc. So I just use this. This is out of a ATG gun that's a 1/2 inch, and I didn't get it threaded properly on the onset, and then I couldn't get it turned around. So it's too expensive to throw away, of course. I just used it by hand. In fact, I have 2 of them, and my gun is empty. It's been harder to fill than the 1/4 inch. I don't know why. It's a little different tape, and I really think it's a stronger tape than than what we use. Now this is, of course, directional. And this is the back side. Just lay this down, edge to edge, and put her down. Bye, Patty. Why is everybody leaving? Are they at... Bye, Patty. Oh, she's doing meeting. Okay, honey. Well, I'm gonna save the recording, and trust me, Barry. I don't know if you know this or not, but I deleted all of my recorded Ustream programs by accident the other night. I was so, well, it was my first one. I don't know a lot. I've only done 2 or 3. But, it was my first one to begin with. And they were fun and all these things. And, well, it's my own fault. And they're gone. I will certainly record this. The ones on Scrap-A-Dab-A-Do are fine. I wish that hadn't happened last week. Now, this coming Tuesday, I'll be on Scrap-A-Dab-A-Do at 1 o'clock. I have unplugged my phone in the office. I have shut off my cell phone, and I have my earrings on. This should be a decent show. I hope. Last week we had phones ringing, and my earrings were gone, and well, they weren't gone. I just didn't put them on. No, Fran, I blew them away. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what she's talking about. Maybe I do. I accidentally blew away my recordings. For you that are new, I went through this earlier. I was in bed. I piddle with my watch. You can't watch Ustream recordings on iPads, but you can watch. I watch YouTube. And anyway, I'm piddling around in bed. I'm sitting up in bed, piddling around with it, and I got into Ustream somewhere. I accidentally hit the record live, and there I am staring at that camera, and I look like Bella Lugros's sister. I am all just rubble. I'm in bed. It's awful. And I very quickly shut it off and did my thing and went to bed. Well, anyway, the next day, I've been watching the videos on both Scrap-a-Dub-a-Doo's and mine to see how I could improve or what I did or etc. So I get in to turn on my channel, and there it is. It's the first one. Me in bed. Me in bed, staring at the whatever camera. Well, I all of a sudden, oh my gosh, I have got to get that off. I mean, it's not a minute. I mean, it's just, there it is, and I turn. But anyway, I have got to get that off. So I go into the mechanics, and I don't know that much about it, and whatever. And I thought I was just deleting that. Well, guess what? It started deleting, and it just kept going. And I thought, boy, that's, I've deleted things before. That's an awful long time for something that virtually is not that long. So then I get out, and it kind of occurs to me, maybe I screwed up here. Maybe I deleted everything. So I get out of it, and I come back in, and boy, I did. I deleted them all. And I never clicked on anything. I never chose them. I don't know how. I got into the delete, but I did not. Had I checked the little box next to it, it would just have deleted that one. They were gone. They were all gone. Well, I called Ashley to see if maybe she knew what I could do, because I went back in and I could find nothing that, that shows once something's deleted, you have the opportunity to bring it back. And she didn't. And so they're gone. They're all gone. Well, there wasn't that many, as I say. There was 2 or 3, wasn't there? And then, of course, the one in bed. Oh, my goodness sakes. That was awful. But anyway, I'll say this one. The ones Scrap-a-Dub-a-Doo's are fine. They're still there. Anybody have any questions while we're doing this? We're almost finished with this. There again, this lines up edge to edge. We're going to go around it with a sanding block. And there they are. There's page 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go around it with a sanding block, and then I'm going to go around it with, I need a new sanding block, with the ink. I always like to kind of bevel the edges, take the sharpness off, I guess. And I think doing this, especially if you're going to use the ink, now you've got to be careful. I know, you've got to be careful, and you will be flipping this around. You've got to be careful not to tear those hinges. I've done that, and sometimes I think, whatever I was doing the other day, on one of our books, I think it was our tag book, and I said it's already cracking a little bit, but I think it was because I really kind of did that one, messing around with it and opening it and shutting it and all that. So you really do. These are just paper. As I say, if you use that, whatever it is, that text, what is it? Carol, Barry, what is that text stuff? Oh, really, Fran? Did you download them? Oh, honey, that would be great. Well, it's no big deal. And you know, if I don't know how to move those, I think Ashley's moving those for Barry and Carol, because if they're there 30 days, they get rid of them anyway. And I would like to learn how to somewhere to put them. Now I'm going to go. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm out of frame. I'm going to go around the edges of all the pages on these pages. I'm out of frame again. See, this is big. I'm going around all the pages with vintage photo. I like this. I did one years ago, a long time ago, and I think it was a Jim's design, but it wasn't this many pages. But I did this one a long time ago myself, and I gave it to my sister. You could do this. Any paper, baby paper. I almost used a lighter because we've been doing so many steampunk and on and on and on. I really did almost choose a different type of paper, but oh, I like this. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just doing the edges. I think Molly gave up and quit barking. Now, okay, I'm going to turn this over. Now, we're going to cover the back. We're going to cover these. Let's see. Okay, this is the back. Oh, is it? Oh, here it is. These are covered. Well, I can show you better here. These are covered up to the binding. The binding shows. And you can use any color binding, any color strips. You know, I could have used gold or brown or black or whatever. I just chose the craft. I like the craft with this paper. I'm reading a little bit. Okay, so I've covered it up, but this one, it comes to the strip, and then I embellished it with a strip from the paper collection. So you measure that. Now you can cover the whole thing. You can do whatever you want to do. You could cover the whole thing just like we did the inside. You don't. I just kind of thought it gave it a kind of a cool design to just cover it to the strips. Open it up. See, like this. I thought that looked kind of cool. And then distress the edges with the ink, and you girls have been posting things you're doing. I just love it. It's great. Okay, here is page 1. So I'm going to cut a piece of paper 5 by 9 because I've taken off an inch for the binding. Now I found that, you know, I'm not certainly perfect. So you gotta, when you cut it, oh boy, I didn't know. I might use, you might add an 1/8 of an inch simply to make sure that it covers well. Oh, I want this on the front. I want that on the front. It's my favorite one. That's what I use for the bicycle. I'm going to have a drink of tea. Okay. Use that for the front. I might use the back of that for a middle one. I haven't used that yet. I'm not crazy about that. I might use this one. I like it. I'm not crazy about that one. Let's see. What do I need? I need 4. I'll use this and this. I'm still not that crazy about that one, quite frankly. I don't want that. I could use this. I might use this instead of that. Instead of this one, I might use this for something else. Do I have 4? I need, no. I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now these are all different sizes. The front is 5. Well, I think the front and the back. The back is, no, that's, I don't mean the back. I mean the last page. Let me see what it is. This is 5 by 9. Yeah. The last page, ooh, the last page on the back is 5 by 9 as well. The ones in between are 4 by 9, I think. Yeah. Well, and they're about 4 1/8. And this one says 4. This one is about 4 1/8. Okay, I'll keep that in mind when I cut them. Okay, so it's 5 by 9, 5 by 9, 4 by 9, 4 1/8 by 9. On mine, you need to measure yours. Awful lot of orange, I know. Well, let me see. I might. Yeah, there is. You're right. Ooh. So I'm thinking of the pattern. Well, let me see. I'm going to use this for the front, so we'll do it first. Okay, we're going to do 5 by 9. Hi, Barbie. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah, orange is kind of a primary color. Well, we'll see. Ew, I cut that a little short. That's all right. I'll go around the edge anyway. And okay. I do baby banners as well with chipboard hearts. I used to make the little girls out of chipboard hearts. They're about a 6-inch heart. Couldn't find them anymore. I have physically cut them out. I don't have a die that big. I don't have the great big dies like that. I do have a big cutter, but the Actor Cut dies don't fit in my cutter, and they are, of course, ultra expensive. Oh, guess what? We've used it. I've used it. Wonderful. Ooh, come on. What's wrong here? Believe it or not, I have another one that I screwed up 2 of them. I did. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. I screwed up 2 of those. I don't know what happened. I was threading it just like I do my ATG, and I've had this for a long time. And somehow I started it backwards, and what? Gwen has still to put one up. Still. What? Shocking that you would have two. What do you mean, Fran? Shocking I would have two what? These? Well, I started them wrong. It was my fault. And I tried to correct it. I tried to turn them and I couldn't get them turned. And I've had this one a long time. It's the half inch or the 1 inch or half inch. I'm sorry. That is a 1/4 inch. Anyway, I just use them by hand. I'm not throwing them away. They're too expensive to throw away. It is different tape. I think it's stronger. Okay, here we go. Now I cut this, somehow it ended up a wee bit short, but I'll there it is. I don't know. Sorry. I'll ink the edges and it will be fine. And then I'm going to dress out the edge here just a little. Just a little wide. Okay. You're just teasing me. Well, I know, but see, they're too expensive to throw away, friend. I know. When I did the second one, I've had this first one for a long time, and I have rethreaded it since then, and then all of a sudden, oh dear. Okay, now we're going to start doing the edges. Oh, I love this ink with this paper. I should have inked these, I guess, but I didn't. Before I started putting them down, I never thought. This book will hold quite a bit. Okay, now we're going to do the second one. What are we going to do? Where are they? What do I do with them? Did I cut them? I didn't get. Yeah, she's right. There's a lot of orange. Okay, I'm going to do this one next. I like the cats too, but Barry, what's going on? You and Miss Carol. Busy, I hope. I think. I've been busy. Not complaining. I gotta leave here and return to an appointment I did yesterday, and I forgot to do something. Oh, I didn't. Well, I apologize. I told you guys to measure. Waste of paper. This is 4 inches by 9. I made it 6 by 9. Well, that's short. I'll do it all over again. And this 9, part of 9. And I'm going to do it this way. I guess when I do it that way, I cut it short. 4 inches. And that's in between your construction strips size by 9. Come on, be nice to me. No. Yes, Barry, it is. And I thought you guys still had it. I really did. The sample, you didn't get to see the sample that I made. I'll show it to you here in a minute. It's out of the old curio, and Carol said you were out of it. I thought you had some of the other, but apparently not, and I apologize. Yep, fits great. We're going to tape it down. I went over some, you can watch the recording, I hope. I hope. I went over some things we're going to do, maybe. Some beeswax that I made a tag with. A background that I made and made a tag with. Really pretty background, really easy. It's messy. The beeswax can be messy. I don't use the tray with the beeswax. I have a little iron, but I primarily just use the heat gun because it'll melt it. And the beeswax I like at Halloween because you can drip and it's yucky and all that good stuff. Oh, come on now, you've got to stay on there. Okay. Barry, I put cutting guide up on Scrap-A-Dab-A-Doo Craft. Was it, what did I say? Was it Margaret Ann Craft? And I also have it on my blog, or my Facebook. I didn't put it on my blog because nobody goes to my blog. I'm not going to put anything up anymore. Nobody goes. I have 17 people that like me. I might have a big celebration if I get 20. Okay, now we have this one, and it was a little wider. It's a little past 4. It's not quite 4 1/8. There again, that's just my measurements. You should measure. Don't do as I do. Do as I say. You should measure each one as you go. Well, Fran, I don't know. Put some more orange. Ew. Oh, I like those, but that's too short now. Oh, I like this one. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do this one. The corsets with the wings. Corsets that have wings. I love corsets. I got some boxes to cover. Does any of you, it's a little over a 4th. I'm going to put that. Want me to do any altered canvases? I like doing that. Now I don't do the real modern like that. I do altered canvases, which I love to do. Now wait a minute, I gotta make sure my direction is right. Let me see. That's up, so it's up. But I do like to do altered canvases with paper and some modeling paste a little bit with using templates. We could do some of those. Okay, good. Well, we'll do an altered canvas. Oh, great. Cool. Cool. They're not hard to do, and I think they're see if you cut these as you go or snap them off like some people. I just don't. I've tried. I've really tried. Oh. There was some correction I was going to make. I don't know what it was. I guess it wasn't that important because I can't remember what it was when I was watching something I did. All my YouTubes are still up. If anybody's interested in watching the YouTubes, and you can get to my YouTube channel through my blog. I changed my blog setup. I moved it, but I left the bicycle and the instructions and all that on, but I moved it. Redid my homepage a little bit, moved things around a little bit. But my Ustream channel is on there. You go directly from my blog to the Ustream channel. You go directly to my Ustream channel and directly to Scrap-A-Dab-A-Doo's Ustream channel from my blog. Oh, I got it. Oh. Okay, I got to get my directions. Ooh, well that's still a little slight. Huh. Oh, well, there we go. Oh, ooh. Well, I don't know. My seam ripper. I used to sew a lot. And this reminds me of I need to sew. My sewing machine is buried underneath the paper. My granddaughter's birthday, she will be 2 in October, and I'm going to make her a 3-foot Raggedy Ann. I made Walker, my grandson, a 3-foot Raggedy Andy. So I have the material, I have everything I need. It's just digging out the sewing machine, and I have to clear off this table. I used to sew a lot, and we built a house and we moved, and I had a sewing room, and I didn't have a sewing room when we moved, and I kind of put everything up. I used to do oil paintings and all kinds of artsy fartsy things, and and there again I was building my business and on, and my dad was with us and whatever, and so when we moved here, I had this nice big room in the basement, which was a 4th bedroom that we don't need because we have 3 bedrooms upstairs. So I'm back in business. I still don't have room to. I wish I could have it all. I wish I had my sewing machine and everything up at the same time, but I can't. Okay. We have one more in the back. Now this one is 5 by 9. It's like the front. The front is 5 by 9. There again, you can cover this whole thing if you wish. I just kind of like the look of the spine. I'm reading. I think you're right, Barry. I think everybody uses it for a seam ripper. Okay, got one more. Oh, that's a lot of orange, friend. Boy, you can see that, but that's okay. We may give, when we get this finished, she's right, it is a lot of orange. I don't know what else to do. So we're going to do this. I can't help it. Friend. It really is. Ew. Let's see what else we got. See what else we have. I don't want a blue. I have it tied in the blue. Now this is kind of a gold. We might do it. We've got that. That's not one of my favorites. That's a gold. Oh, we've got this, or did I use that? I like this with the. Let's see. I didn't use this on the other side, did I? Margaret Ann, you're from Scotland, right? Or is it windy? My girlfriend Margaret, who's been here 50 years from Scotland, when she first came, oh boy, but it was really funny. And her name is Margaret. Her name was Margaret Collins. I said, Margaret, now don't get upset with me, Margaret Ann. I said, Margaret, what did you speak? What was your language in Scotland? And she said English. And I said, "Oh, I thought you spoke Gaelic." And she said, "Well, they do, but she said, you know, they're part of the British Isles, and or not, they're under whatever." Anyway, it was really kind of funny. She said I spoke English, but I love her. But she's been here so long, and of course she still has an accent. But her sister and brother-in-law come over to visit one time, and oh my goodness, he was the sweetest thing. I could not understand a word that man said. Now her sister I could, and they lived in New York at one time. Um, oh, you're Dutch, Wendy. Who's well, then are you from the Netherlands, like my friend Hattie? Gaelic, yeah, uh, yeah, Gaelic was for. Oh well, is Wendy from Scotland? I thought one of you were. Maybe I'm wrong. Obviously. Well, when they, it was just I couldn't understand him, and he was the sweetest man, and it would just be okay. This is nine. Okay, I can barely speak. We don't speak English. We speak American. The Queen's we butcher the Queen's English, and my grammar is really really bad. I had the greatest English teachers there could be. They were both spinsters and oh my sticklers, especially Miss Deagle. Uh, Miss Deagle liked me. Miss Kings didn't. um, Ronnie, my husband in college, he majored in English, and but we have a little lingo all of our own, and you know, and that's okay. All right, we're virtually almost finished with this. See, when you lay these out, that's good, but that's okay. That's all right. I can't help it. These are handmade products. That is the point. Janny made me a badge. God love her little heart. It's beautiful it's on my blog. I need to learn how to figure out how to. I've got to buy another blog thing. I need to update my blog so I can do more with it. It's okay, but I want to do more with it. Oh, you can't. Uh, oh, really? You rebelled? Ooh, both my mother and stepmother were English teachers. Was never allowed to speak it. Well, I bet. Oh, I bet, Janny. I bet. I had a girlfriend, Susan, who's gone now. God love her. Her grandmother was an English teacher, and all but raised her. And so Susan's grammar was perfect, and she was always correcting me, which was okay. It didn't bother me. But her husband at the time, you talk about somebody having a lingo all their own. It just about drove her crazy. I mean, she tried and finally she gave up. Um, oh Lord, it was funny. And you don't correct people. I have some pet peeves, and I want to tell you, my grammar is not that good at all. Believe me. Um, and my mother-in-law, God rest her soul. Oh my. Does any of you remember the comedian Norm Crosby? Oh, I love my badge too, Jenny. Norm Crosby was a comedian back in the day that deliberately mispronounced words. He'd use them in a sentence, and you would know the word, what he was saying, but he mispronounced them. Well, my mother-in-law, God love her, did the same thing, but not as a joke. Oh, and I wouldn't. I'd never correct her. I never would. I mean that. No, I wouldn't. But oh my, and Ronnie does that once in a while, and oh my goodness, he's taking after his mother, who was a sweetheart. But anyway, she would. I don't know what they were. I can't even give an example, but oh my gosh, I have a couple pet peeves. Was any of you taught in school? Now, there again, I go back a little bit. Were any of you taught in school back in the day that a ruler ruled a country and a rule was an instrument of measure? And it used to be that way in the dictionary. It is no longer that way. It has become acceptable to say ruler. And I do. We've got our Timmy ruler. It's a rule. Or that's the way we were taught. And that just drives me crazy. Was any of you taught that? Hello, hello, hello. Rule and ruler. My second grade teacher taught us that. A rule is an instrument of measure. A ruler rules a country. But Timmy rules us with his ruler. Okay, there we are. There is the front. There's the inside one, inside two, inside three, inside four. Here is the back, front, middle, middle, and back. Well, it's not, it really isn't the back, it folds in. Now, when we put on the fastener, we put it on this page here, the second page. We're not going to do that now, but the fastener that I used, I mean, you could, I don't know if you could run ribbon like on this page and on this, hide it in your paper, wrap it around. I didn't even think of it. I decided to use that, and then you put it underneath this, your waterfall, and then it comes out back here. And then, of course, when you fold it up, then that just comes around and hooks over the Timmy fastener. Okay. Oh, yes, I agree, and I'm not that good, like some, believe me. But I hear some that no, that's not it. What have I done? Hello. Where's, see, I've got it backwards. Huh. Okay, now, 2:45, we're going to work some more. Let's see, what are we going to do next? I think next I did the waterfall. Let's do the waterfall next. This is the waterfall. There are 6 pages to the waterfall. Now, the basis for my fall, and you can cover both sides. I just didn't. Uh, the basis for my fall, the waterfall, was the craft paper, which ties in with the binding strips, are craft paper as well. And then I took cardstock and I used 3 colors. I used black, rust, and a banana color, cream color, to tie in with the colors out of the paper collection. Virtually the same colors in this paper collection. So I did the same thing. I'm going to use the craft for the basis of the waterfall, 6 pages. Then I'm going to go back and cut the black, cream, and those dimensions I think are on. Are they constraint pattern paper for the cardstock for water? Yeah, the pattern paper for covering the waterfall. What? Okay, the cardstock for covering the waterfall is 5.5 by 6. The pattern paper for covering the water pages is 5 by 5.5. There's a 1/2 inch that we're going to score to attach to Margaret. My Margaret was from Glasgow. Uh, Um, I was reading a minute. I'm sorry. Okay, so we're going to cut the waterfall and attach it. And up underneath, for those of you new, you can put something here. This is an embellishment. This was just a strip. The butterflies I cut out and mounted on a piece of chipboard. I do that all the time anymore. I more and more. I like the chipboard embellishments that comes with the paper packs. And if you can always cut this out like this. It was a little strip in the cut aparts, and I just cut it out, mounted it on just a little edge to edge on a piece of chipboard. Of course, went around the edge, and then I mounted it with the foam tape. I finally used my whole big roll of foam tape and broke out the new one. Okay, so we are going to. I love this little. This is the page. We're going to put this on the second page. Now, we are going to take they're 5.5 by 6. We're going to score across the 6-inch side at a 1/2 inch on all 6, and we're going to score at a 1/2 inch. Oops. So that'll make it 5 by 6 after we fold this down. Across the 5.5 inch side down the left side, you're going to score at a 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch. Ooh, well that didn't work. What? Ooh, I hate when it does that. Well, I'll have it covered and that folds under, but score it at a 1/2 inch down the left side of the 6-inch side. There we go. Now I'm going to go back and, ooh, no, I'm not going to yet. I'm going to wait till I tape it. I'm going to fold these down and burnish them. I'm going to miter those corners, but I'm going to put the tape on first. Anybody got any questions? This is so pretty. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Thank you, honey. Of course, this paper, I don't know. You can't almost go wrong with it. Now, not everybody, I thought about it because we've been using the steampunk and etc. But I don't know that this lends itself, and it might, to poo-poo paper, baby paper. I don't know. It could. You could use colored paper for your hinges, and on and on. I don't know. Now I'm going to use 3/4 inch tape. Purchased at scrapadabadoo.com. .coms. I got to place an order. I had one. I blew it away, and now I forget what it was. I know I am just about out of the Prima. They say, I don't know, that you can add, when you get down about halfway, and I think, what's his name on Prima? What's that guy's name on Prima? The designer. Get down about halfway in your bottle, and you can fill it up. And I did one of my Lindy Stamp gangs. Got down to about, I had about 1/4 of it left, and filled it back up with water, and it's fine. Probably only one time, but I've got plenty of it. But I just thought I'd try it, so I want to mention it. But I'm over halfway with that Prima tea. I love it. I like the spray. It's got a nicer spray. I do like the handle. Okay, I'm going to miter the corners. Chamfer, miter, whatever you want to call them. Eliminates the bulk. You can dress these out underneath. I didn't. You can cover up your half-inch strips if you'd like. I didn't. You can do whatever you want to do. It's your book. Now I am going to cut the paper, the cardstock for this, a 1/4 of an inch smaller all the way around. And I'm also going to take my scallop corner chomper and do the bottom corners on both the cardstock and the pattern paper. I did an album. My daughter's girlfriend had a college roommate that had breast cancer, and she Courtney's friend wanted me to do an album from all of their sorority sisters from college. They went to IU. No, they went to Purdue. Oh, you did up to 3 times? Oh my. Well, I've got this one. It's down, and I'm gonna because I really like it. It's that tea. It's the first time I ever made a waterfall. Because she said, you know, the girls all wrote a letter and sent pictures and, you know, from college days and blah, blah, blah. It was just beautiful. But anyway, she said, because I do have a tendency to probably over embellish. And I've done other things for her before. She said, well, I really, really would like more pictures than embellishments. And not that she didn't want any. And I did, it was a 12 by 12 album. And I did a whole page of 2 rows of waterfalls, and first time I'd ever done them. Okay, we're gonna stick it down. Now this craft paper, as you probably know, is a little stiff. It will settle down, it will lay flat eventually, or you could weight it down with a book for a day or 2, that type of thing. But this kind of pop up right now for a while. Is everybody here? Do we still have a lot of you? Are you not gabbing? Yeah, we do. All right. Thank you all for coming. We're going over a little bit. It's almost 3. Well, I took up some time at the beginning for you that were here at the beginning, showing some things that I think we might do down the road and whatever. Okay, these are 6 by 5.5 scored at along the 6-inch side at a 1/2 inch, taped, mitered the corners, taped them, folded them under, and we're going to start laying down the waterfall. I do the, of course, now I turn this around and do it this way. Do it however is comfortable for you, and do this first one right on the edge. Now you can put a strip along, well, you can put a strip along there if you wish to cover that up when you're finished. And then I'm going to open it up and see how that wants to flap open. And it will for a while because it's kind of stiff. Fold this under, butt this right up to the one above, and make sure it's lined up on the edge. Because when you fold them down, you want them to I have an Etsy store. I did that, oh my gosh, forever ago. I have a friend at the bookstore that she makes custom jewelry. She's very good, and she's been published and on and on. And she told me about the Etsy store, oh gosh, 4 or 5 years ago. And I thought, okay, and I set one up, and I just put a couple things on there to Trying to see what would happen. Well, guess what? Nothing happened. I don't know what it is. I don't know, and I think I might have had to come. I, I, I've never had a hit on it. I've never sold anything. I made some. I did a show at a Red Hat Society in Indianapolis. It was their annual dinner meeting, whatever. And I made a hat box out of red and purple, and with a hat. And I sold a lot of things. I made a lot of things geared to them, cards and minis and on, with the red and the purple. And I did sell quite a bit. But I didn't sell the hat box. I really can't, because that's part of their thing. I mean, they, as you know, I'm sure, wear hats that are, talk about picture. We used to call them picture hats. I don't know what they call them anymore. Carol is censored. What'd you say, Carol? Did you say something naughty? She's censored. Okay, there is the waterfall. Now see, it will settle down. But there it is. You've got room for however many you want. You do have room for 2 more. I didn't put 2 more because, number one, when you lift that up, you can put something there, of course. You put something on the back of each one. I did not dress out the back of the pages as well. But you can, I put just this little embellishment across the bottom. You can lift that up. You can put something there. Or you can put as many as you like. But I thought that was cute across the bottom. And it tied in that butterfly. And then these 2 little butterflies tied in as well. Okay. One, I tell you, thank goodness it's holding up. I'll have to say that. Now, let me see. What did I do? What did I do? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, this is where I used the cardstock. You could use pattern paper. Right now, I thought when I did this, I've got enough pattern paper. I'm looking at. So I took the 3 colors that correlated with the project, and I used a banana cream colored, black, and rust. And that's the same colors I'm going to use in this. Now, these are cut. These are cut 5 by 5.5. Measure twice, cut once. I'm going to measure to make sure. Yes, the craft card. Yeah, right. It's good cardstock. Okay, what did I say? 5.5 by 5. Oh, no, that's not right. Pattern paper covering waterfall paper. It should be, no. It's 5.5 wide because it was 6 inches, and it's 5, so it should be 4.5. That's another change, Margaret Ann. 4.5 for the, yeah, should be 4.5. 4.5 by 5.5 for the pattern paper, for the cardstock, the solid cardstock, or the pattern paper that goes on top of the waterfall, or underneath as well. So I apologize. That'll be, I did this very quickly before I went on. I really did, and I should have had it up. I was going to do it last night, and I just simply tired out. So I'm going to cut my papers. So did you get those corrections? Carol got censored. Put a link to the craft. Yes. Okay. And as I said, okay, we have 5.5. Now, if you take 8.5 by 11, for you card makers out there, you cut it at 5.5. That's what you score 5.5 to make an A2 card. And then you want it 4.5, which is 4 1/4, so that isn't going to work. Ew. 4.5. Oh. Well, we want 2. We can use that for something. We want 2 of each color. 5.5. 5.5 on the long way, the 11-inch way. Ours is 8.5 by 11, girls. And then 4.5. Turn it 90 degrees. 4.5. There's 2. It takes 3 pieces of paper, but you also have that extra paper left. 2. What's wrong here? What did I do? Wait a minute. That ain't right. Is it? No. Okay. 5.5 on the 11-inch side. And then turn it 90 degrees and do it 4.5 on the other side. These are nice. These could be tags. These could be picture. What are they? You know, the backgrounds. Where is everybody? Is the chat frozen? Hello? Molly, be quiet. Okay, then you're going to turn it. You are going to turn it to the 6-inch side because you're going to take your corner chomper, same scallop or whatever pattern you use. You're going to do the 6 along the bottom of the 6, just the bottom, because you want the top straight. You're going to chomp it off whatever one you use, or you don't have to use any. Hello. Hello, Jeanette. Welcome. Glad you're here. I do have some new followers on my YouTube. Now, let's see. Black. No, I think I did cream, black. I think that's what I did. Doesn't matter, but I like the way that those colors laid out together. Let me see. No, I did black, rust, and cream. Okay. We're going to do black, rust, and cream. Okay. It's 3 o'clock. I'm going to work a little bit more if you guys are okay. You been watching? Well, we're glad you come in to visit. We're doing a folio, which is kind of the in thing to do nowadays. I know others have done them as well. I did several, I think. Now, I'm going to go back and I'm going to and there again, this would have been easier. Oh, I did this way. Been easier if I'd have done this before I attached it. See, as I say, we flip this around a lot. I'm not getting this real good. I should have done this before I put them on. I'm glad you joined us. We're here every Tuesday. Every other Tuesday, I'm here on my channel. And every other Tuesday, I'm on Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo Craft Ustream channel. Okay. You can do the other side. I'm not going to do that right now. You can always do that. You don't need to do the black, but I'm going to go over these where we put them down. Across the top, all the way around, do the staining. This takes a lot of time, but it really, really makes everything looks good. And it can hide a multitude of sins. That's why I don't like that square, and I don't know that the round ones are much better for that. I'm in a hurry here, and I'm not doing a real good job. Anything you guys want to do? Any particular thing? I don't know now. We might do a layout. I do layouts now. My layouts I don't virtually put, and I do have some in a album of my family, my kids and grandkids. But I've been doing layouts because they're so. Again, I put all these flowers and things on them, and I think I showed you the one I just did of my daughter. You can buy, and I don't know if Carol have these or can get them. They're scrapbook. Shadow boxes. They're not very deep, and they're a shadow box for layouts that are too dimensional to put in an album. I've got some albums I might bring out and show them to you of my grandbabies. Okay, here we go. Make sure these fit. Now you're going to put these on top. And see, they're 1/4 of an inch all the way around. It gives it, I'm going to use my ATG for this. You don't need to score tape this. The 1/4 inch ATG is fine. Molly is barking at the door. Molly barks at everything. If the neighbors are out, if they pull in their garage, or they whatever, Molly barks. And when the UPS man comes, oh my word, he goes crazy. Okay. Any questions? What sounds like fun? I'm on vacation, going to a 5-day crop. Oh my goodness. It certainly does. I've never been to anything like that. I used to take some classes at Archivers when they were still here. I used to teach classes. I've taught, there's a place in a community about 5 miles from here. I taught classes there. But that would be fun. The only thing is, when I taught at a church for a church group a couple years ago, that was fun. Oh, hello. I have everything. When I finish up with this class, or whatever class or show or whatever we do, this room looks like it's exploded. So, and when I took the class at Archivers, they provided everything, so you just brought your basics, your adhesive and your, ooh, hello. Oh, come on now. Don't you start. Okay. But I don't know, like going to the soiree, I don't know how I could take everything I think I need. And probably, when I go to the Stampin' Up! Card class I go to every month, I've done for 10 years, as a social thing anymore, we've all gone so long. I've got a bag that I take with, bone folders, scissors. Ooh, that's crooked. Ooh, no. No, please. Oh my goodness, that is crooked. Thank you. Ah. one thing you get it off if you get it fast enough and before you burnish it. That was real pretty. Any questions? Ooh, with the tape. I know, I know, I know, Fran. Well, I did. I'm doing this on the side, and that was pretty crooked. I just eyeball things. I really do. I was watching somebody the other day. I don't remember. I wouldn't say who it was, but I don't remember anyway, quite frankly. And oh my goodness. And it was beautiful, but I want to tell you, they measured and marked and did, and oh my goodness. Okay. There's our waterfall. Isn't it cute? Now, you can go and do the back side. You can put a thing across here. I didn't on this one either. See how that's laying down now? I mean, I just didn't. You put pictures there. You could put your picture on the front. Now, I did embellish the top one because I wanted it pretty. So you virtually got 5 on the front plus 6 backs. Okay. It is 10 after 3. I think. Okay, so what we've done, is there any questions? So what we've done, we've virtually got our book, our folio made. Here's the front. There's the inside. There's where the water. Now this will be where the 2 side pockets are with tags. Then we open it up again. This will be where the big pockets are, the staggered pockets. And this the last page I left blank. I'm going to leave this one blank. You can do whatever you want. You could put a big picture in here of a son, daughter, grandson, whatever. Or you can embellish. You can do whatever you want to. I think that's so pretty, the paper. I'm going to leave it blank, but I'm going to put the big tag or the big pockets in here. These are the big pockets I'm calling. These are the big pockets that you can put a big one of those jumbo tags all the way at the bottom. And of course they all, whatever. And this, as I say, I left it blank. And here's your little side pockets for you that were here. And then I'll show you to remind you about putting this on. If you use that kind of finish, can you believe it? There's not a flower on here. I cannot believe it. I just didn't think it lended itself to a bunch of flowers. You can embellish the front, of course. I went at the back, and we talked about the inside. So, Barry, are you still here, honey? Is Barry still here? Carol's here. I think Barry left. Well, hello. Hi, Carol. Hi, Carol. I don't know what I'm going to do for sure Tuesday on Scrappy Dabba Doo. We do have something planned, but I don't know if we're going to do it next week or not. Hi, Sandra. Hi, sweetie. Well, we're almost finished, Sandra. What is the large metal piece on the front? I really like it. This is a key or a tag or a keyhole plate. It has a hole like a keyhole up here. This is a large, and this is the graphic 45s. They no longer make them, I don't think. Well, I know they don't, but I don't know if you could get any. And I don't think Carol and Barry has any. And these are buttons. Well, they're called a button, but they had a shank on the back like Brad's. But I cut that off and just put it where the keyhole is. But they're graphic 45s, and I love that. They came. This is the big one. They came in 2 sizes. They have a smaller one as well. I have some left, but that's it. That's the end of them. And I needed something down here, and these are just metal gears. And then I put this Believe button on top. These are the Believe is Tim Holtz. I don't know who the metal It's out of my stash. I don't know who that is. Of course, this is just a cut apart that I put on the cream colored paper, and then I put them on chipboard, and then I put it on black paper, and then I build it up with the foam tape. But I don't think they make them anymore. I love them. Yeah, steel gram. I'm sorry. Seven Gypsies. No, this is Graphic 45's Zandra. Oh, you mean the gears? Maybe I don't know. I can't remember what the gears are. Uh, yeah, these are Graphic 40. Both of them are Graphic 45s, and I think this is my last big one, and I have two or three small ones. I don't know why they quit making staples like that. They're just special, and they go with. And I know they have to make room for new things, but I'm old. I don't like change. It's a key thing like this isn't it, but I've got another one. A small one. I'll show you the difference in size. I think I don't have any of the big ones left, and I think I only have two. Oh, I can't even find it. I thought I had a small one in here. Where are you? I did. I did. Who would know? I swear. Where is it? I don't know what it is. No, I can't find it in here, and I might have put it someplace else. Probably did. I had. I can't find it, but it was the same thing, but it was smaller. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here's the small one, and see, it's a like to a door key. This is the small one, and see the difference in size. See the difference in size. I only have a couple. They don't have any of the big ones left. They do that on everything. I get so irritated. Like things last me a long time, and when I go to get something or replenish something, well, we don't make that anymore. We've changed the color, or we've done this, and oh my God, leave it alone. Oh, you do. Very good. They have the G45 keyholes. Steel ram. They have it. Oh, wonderful. Good. Oh, I love them. Okay, there we are. We're ready now. We'll do the big pockets when we come back. Then we'll do the little pockets. Then we'll attach the binding or the latch, whatever you want to call it, and then we'll start doing the embellishments. It really won't take long to finish it up. I'm going to correct, and Margaret Ann, is she still here? Yeah, she's here. I'm going to correct this cutting guide. I see two mistakes. If there's more, I can't remember. Did I make any more? And I'll try to maybe add to it as well. Giving you dimension, and then there again, I don't give out dimensions per se of, how you embellish it. There again, I'm really, really bad or good or whatever you want to call it. I just do my thing. These are your books and projects, and you can do with them what you wish. We do it here just to kind of give you an idea or a guide. You do whatever you want. I know the girls have finished the tag books that we did, and what else did we do that they were fantastic. And then I think the one Carol posted the other day, Barry posted the other day, the mini that I did for the takeoff on our Ustream that she posted the other day. There's two or three said they were going to make them. One did, I think, and I comment all these, and they're fantastic. They really are. If you do, okay, Barbie, thanks for coming, honey. Next Tuesday I'll be at Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo Crafts Ustream, but we'll be there at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Bye, honey. I don't know what I was saying. It was so profound. I don't know. We're going to finish this up either if we don't have a special project or something that Barry Carroll wants us to do Tuesday on Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo, then we'll finish this. If not, we'll finish this the following week on my channel here. Hey Gwen, I did find one recording so far. I'll look for more when I get. Oh, thank you, Fran. I don't know if you can email them to me or not. I don't know how you do that. Those must be newer ones, Barry. They have much larger holes in them. Well, they're a keyhole steel. They're a keyhole. And this is the one. I don't know. I'll have to look as well. I don't know. She knows what I'm talking about, so I don't know. And there again, I will have this on Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo Crafts. Margaret Ann, is that where I said it was? Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo Crafts. Oh, too big to email? Well, how do I get them? And then on my Facebook, Crafty Lady, I think. I don't know what my Facebook is. Gwen Castile. I think it's Gwen Castile. My Facebook. It's on there. I'll make sure, and it'll be. I'll put it on my, because I have a place, and I can put them in the file section of Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo. What is that, Carol? Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo's Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo's design team section. I think it is. I think that's where the file is. I put the other others there that I did a couple weeks ago, a week ago. And it's called the number 4 for a folio, which is 4 pages. Okay. Okay, if I put it in the file section, yeah, is that the file section of Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo Crafts, Margaret Ann? I can't remember. I put the other one up that you made. Are there any more corrections on this that I had other than the pattern paper was 4.5 by 5.5 to cover the waterfall, and that's scored at a 1/2 inch along. Oh no, that's not scored. I take that back. Oh dear. The cardstock for the waterfall is 5.5 by 6, and it's scored a 1/2 inch along the 6-inch side. Thank you, Barry. Oh, I got to do things. Wait a minute. Oh, I did allow links. Okay, there it is. Good girl. Thank you. Yes, go visit. I moved some things around. I've added some things that I've done. Barry and Carol, you guys weren't here. I showed we're going to do this album. This album, for you that weren't here, this album is a paper bag album. I think Carol might have been here. A paper bag album. It's done a little different as far as an attachment. Now it's attached to the fin system, and I'm going to go over that when I get to it. This is the cracker box. This is the cracker box. This is the spine of the cracker box. And this, I want to tell you, it didn't crack. It just feels so good. It's flexible, but it's sturdy. But it's a little, and then we got 2 mats on the back. We've got this mat that comes out. And then we got this that comes through. So we're going to do that with a cracker box. I made these little coin envelopes per se. I'm going to show you how to do those if you don't know how to do the coin envelopes. I had these. One day I sit and made a whole bunch of them, all different sizes, with flaps, without flaps, with thumb pulls, and of course this. So we're going to do that. It's just a box, Margaret Ann, just like a cereal box. Do you have cereal boxes? Surely they have cereal in Glasgow or wherever you are. We'll have Carol send you one in your next order. Just throw her one in there. I would. Or I'll send her one. And it's just like a cereal box, but when you put the paper on it on both sides, makes it sturdy. It has not cracked. I find that very interesting because I've been having a lot of trouble with that. I put this on here and used a punch. This paper is not available. I'm just using it up. I bought everything I could find at Michael's. This paper, Ashley used this in part of her uh, traveler's thing that she just did, her big folio book, whatever. She used part of this. Jim the Gentleman Crafter, oh, a year ago, year and a half ago, made something with this paper. And he made mention that it was out of stock. It was no longer being made. And if you found any of it, well, we had 2 packs. I had 1 pack of it. There were 2 packs of it at our hobby, or not at our Michael's, and I bought those. And there's a Michael's up in Kokomo, which is about a 35-mile drive from me. And I had to go up there and do an appraisal, and I would stop by there because each store has different things. So I stopped, and they had 2 pads of it, and I bought it. So I have plenty of it, but I do like it. I've always liked it. It's a neat paper. Uh, but you could use any paper. I used a lot of the craft, the envelopes. The girls have the envelopes. Uh, and we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Was this one? Is this? What one is that? What? Oh, what one is that? Oh, okay. The paper? Is that what you're talking about, this paper? Where is it? Oh, just a minute. 11 is not my favorite. This is hello. What do I do with it? Who knows? Now I've got some here. When I get to it, just a minute. That's not it. And it's not graphic 45. It's, oh, here it is. And I forget what he made, but it was really cool. It's Cosmo Cricket. Cosmo Cricket. CINCA 1934. Cosmo Cricket, and I want to tell you, it's super. I like these, the big letters. I don't know what else. I've made quite a bit out of it. I forget what Jim made, but it was really cool. Oh, here's the red. So if you see it, you might somewhere along the way. There's the green letters, and then they have it in the red letters. I hate to show you things, and I hate to use things you can't get. But on any of these things, you can use. Need to do one of Ashley's now. Yeah, Ashley used part of that paper. Made the tag album. It's fab. Oh, the tag album. Oh, I love it. Yeah, friend. Yeah, you probably do. And I, quite frankly, hadn't seen it. I had 1 pad, but I hadn't used it for anything until I watched Jim. And I went out and, of course, bought what I could find. Okay, it's pronounced how? I can't speak it. It's pronounced like circle with the la, and a short sound. Circla. Circla. Is that it? Circla? Circla? Is that right? Circla? Oh, you found your, I see. Oh, hi, Sandra. Oh, bye, honey. Thanks for stopping. I'll see you on your show. You found yours in Hobby Lobby. Around here, I found mine at Michael's. No, I didn't. I found it in Hobby Lobby as well. You're right. They don't have a Michaels in Kokomo. It was Hobby Lobby. Bye, honey. Uh, you are so right, friend. Yeah, it was Hobby Lobby. Yeah, because they have one up at Kokomo when I go up there and do work. Okay, gals. Let's see what else. If you came and didn't get to see, I finished up our little tag album. I showed. Oh, one more thing. If you wasn't here, this is a tag, of course, dear Lord. I used beeswax on it, melted beeswax on it, across the little medicine bottle, the glass bottle, down the frame. I use the beeswax. I do have a little iron, but I use the beeswax mostly with just my heat gun. It'll melt it. I don't even have the tray, the pot type thing. Uh, and I really use it more Halloween to make it gooey and ooey and dripping down the skulls and all that. But I was piddling with it the other day, and I'd come across something on YouTube, and I'd forgotten about, so I made this tag. We might play with it someday. Um, very briefly, I finished this is all I'm going to do. I just made, finished up these little tags, put a grommet and a thing, and stuck another little tag in behind the chicken. It's so cute. And just stuck some tags in. And then all my tags, all the front tags I embellished with ribbon. All the back tags I embellished with twine, and I burnt the twine. I cut them off and then I singed them. Burnt. So all the front ones, and then I just stuck little tags in throughout the little book. And we may give something else away here, not next week, but the week after. I wish you'd see this room. It is unbelievable. I'm out of room. And we are going to do this. I mean, everybody has done, bags, sandwich bags, whatever you want to. Um, but this, I do have a little different twist. I thought I saw one the other day, uh, and I thought, oh my gosh, it's the same thing, but it's not. It's close, but it's not. I don't like to copy people. I don't like to do what they do. And then there comes a point. Everybody's done something like that. If you've done this very long, and we kind of think the same after a certain period of time, so whatever. Uh, oh yeah, Margaret Ann, that would work. Oh yeah. Oh, I love the beeswax. I really do. Yeah. And as I say, especially Halloween, but whatever. Okay, gals. I will see you all on everybody else's shows. I will see you Tuesday at 1 o'clock Central or Eastern Standard Time. Uh, what? This is Gwen. When you can, show us the background you showed at the beginning. Oh, yeah. We're going to do this. Okay. Okay. Uh, and where's my tag? Oh, yeah. Oh, here it is. Okay. Here's another tag. I do things besides. Here's a tag. And this tag is the background, is the focal point of, well, there's other things, but I love this here, and I bought it somewhere, God knows, and I'll have two of them. But this background is what we're going to do. This background is this. This is a piece of, this is a piece of a file, a manila file, because I have an office and I have boxes of them. But you can buy I think you can buy this file paper at Scrap-A-Dab-A-Doo. Is that right, Carol? The Tim Holtz file. And it may be a little heavier, but this is the file. You take, uh, not glue, what is it? Oh, you know what it is. What is it that you glue stuff with? Dear Lord. Um, what is it? What do you glue things down with? Help me. Oh, you paint it on. It's not gesso, it's Mod Podge. You cover your paper with Mod Podge, and then you take any color, but this was white, tissue paper. and you lay it on that wet Mod Podge, and then you start messing it up. It gets all, and then you paint over it with Mod Podge, and you keep adding and what till you get it the way you want. And then it's very wet. It's whatever. Then you let it dry, and I always let it dry overnight, quite frankly. Then I sprayed it with Prima's tea spray. And let that dry. Dried it with a heat gun, and you can see the shiny, and oh, it's just a, and that's the spray. Sprayed the whole thing. Then I cut it out tag size, and this measures 3.5 by 8. Cornered the edges like a tag, and then I cut another plain tag and I glued it on the back to make it more stable. Now this really, it stiffens it up, but it's still not stiff enough for me. And you could either put it on the cuttable chipboard if you'd want. Then I took, I think it wasn't vintage photo, it was walnut stain, and I brushed across the whole thing. And of course it just underneath, but down below you can see the spray, the tea spray, took and rub it all over, and of course it picks up that rough edge. Then I took a green and a blue of the distressed inks, went around the edge, rubbed it out, whatever, and that was virtually it. And I hot glued and glossy accented this, because this is a pretty heavy door knocker. This is just, I don't know, my stash. And Barry and Carol has, I've had this for a long time. Barry and Carol has a ribbon that, did it come back in? They had a ribbon that was burlap with, oh, in fact, I have some burlap with lace on. It's beautiful. Tied a knot. This is sprayed with the same Prima spray, but I kept spraying layers of it to make it darker. Of course, did my little thing with my baby roses and my stymon and leaves, and these are the same leaves. So that's my tag. So I thought we might do that as well. A little different than LSG, so you need all of them. What's that? I don't know. Okay, man, I just got them and love them already. A little different than Lindy Stapgain. Oh, I do too. I really do. Now I like Lindy Stapgain, I do, but I like the way that sprays, and they're more expensive. Dear God, I'm gonna have to, I don't know, get another job, but I do like them. I really do, and I have this one about 3/4 gone. I'm going to add some, because they say you can add, what was it? Jenny, did you say you could add water to them a couple times? I'm going to do it once and see, because they're pretty strong. See, look at this rose. I sprayed it, and then I let it dry and kept spraying it. I like this tag. I really like that background. And you could use this for the front of a greeting card. You know, you could cut it any size you like. I just did it with the tag. And with the embellishment, it's a little, listen to my dog. He is tearing down the door. I need more too, Margaret Ann. I got to place an order. I had one, as I said, I had one laid out the other day and blew it away. Well, girls, we went over a little bit, but that's okay. It's fine with me. Have you guys got any questions before we go? Yeah, I'm ready to go as well. I will see you next Tuesday at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Scrap-A-Dab-A-Doo Crafts Ustream. And then I'll see you here next week. Thank you all for coming. Margaret Ann, Carol, thank you for modding. I'm glad you were here. We had a great time. Bye, Barry, sweetheart. Bye, honey. Bye, Janny. Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming. I will save the recording, and I will never try to get rid of them again. The Scrap-A-Dab-A-Doos are all there. So I will see you Tuesday at Scrap-A-Dab-A-Doo. Bye-bye. Thanks a lot.